Okay. Hello, you're right. This is your second lesson for this week, okay? So I would like you to copy the dates in French, and then the same title is Mon pays, meaning my country. Your start activity is to write down these four sentences and write down next to the sentence which tense is being used, okay? So it could be present tense that we've done, could be the near future, could be the perfect tense as well, the imperfect we've done in year 7 as well. So it could be any of these. So I'll let you pause the video and write down the sentences and the tense next to it. Thank you. Okay. So j'habite à Oxford. There's only one part in the verb, j'habite. And you can see that habiter is the infinitive. We remove the R and we have the ending E, which is the ending for je in the present tense. So this is a present tense. Second one, je vais habiter à Oxford. We can see je vais, which is the verb to go, aller. And then we have habiter, which is the infinitive. So we have aller conjugated in the present, plus the infinitive, which is habiter. We can see this because it ends in er, and the infinitives always end up in er, ir, or re. Okay, so this is the near future, meaning I'm going to live in Oxford. Third one, j'ai habité à Oxford. We have two parts again, but it doesn't look, the second part, habiter, has an E with an acute accent. And the verb before, the auxiliary verb, is j'ai, coming from the verb avoir. So here we recognize the perfect tense. We have avoir, j'ai, and then the past participle, which is what we have by removing the last two letters, er, remove and adding an E acute accent, which is a good clue for the perfect tense. Meaning I lived in Oxford. So perfect tense. And the last one, it's been a long time we haven't seen that one, but we've seen this in year 7, is j'habitais à Oxford. We can see with the AIS ending is the imperfect ending. I used to live in Oxford. So we are obviously going to practice the comparisons again, but today we're going to focus a little bit more on the near future tense. Okay. I would like you now to copy and translate these sentences, please. There's an extension as well at the bottom. Please copy and translate, well, into the other language. Okay, so pause the video and do this in your book. Thank you. Okay, so l'Angleterre est plus pittoresque que l'Allemagne, meaning England is more picturesque than Germany. Les États-Unis sont plus peuplés et moins urbains que le Japon, meaning the USA are more populated and less urbanized than Japan. La Corée du Nord est moins historique que l'Italie, means North Korea is less historical than Italy. Belgium is smaller than Spain. La Belgique est plus petite que l'Espagne. Here we have plus petite with an extra E because la Belgique is feminine and we need to agree the adjective. Then the fifth one is la Chine est plus peuplée. Again, we have an extra E à peupler because la Chine is feminine, que la France, et moins pittoresque que l'Australie. Okay. So give yourself a score out of 5 and a target. What do you need to revise? Is it the comparisons? Is it the superlative? Or is it to revise the rule on adjective agreement? Okay. Write this down in red. Okay. I would like you now to try and remember and conjugate the verb aller, which is to go in the present tense. So please pause the video. Try not to look at your revisions. Try to do this completely from memory and see how you're doing. Okay. So hopefully you remember the verb aller, which is an irregular verb, and you've got to know this off by heart. So we have je vais, tu vas, il, elle, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils, elles vont. And that means I go, you, singular, one person go, he or she goes, on va means informal we go. Nous allons is the more formal way to say we go. Vous allez, you plural, or you formal to one person, such as a grown-up that you don't know, or teacher, etc. And ils or elles vont is they masculine or feminine, go. The reason I'm asking you to know this off by heart, because this is an irregular and you've got to know it anyway, but it's very crucial to form the near future tense. You need to have aller in there. So I'll give you a few minutes to revise the near future tense in your book. Have a go if you don't recall. Pause the video. Okay. So you will remember that it's used obviously to say when you're going to do something. Okay. You need a subject, the present tense of aller, and the infinitive. So je vais aller is I'm going to go. Tu vas trouver, you're going to find. Il, elle va prendre, he, she, we're going to take. Nous allons manger, we're going to eat. Vous allez regarder, you plural are going to watch. Ils ou elles vont sortir, they are going to go out. Okay. So I would like you now to go to BBC Bitesize. Okay. If you click on the link on the video, please read the information on the page, complete the activities as well. There's also reference to the simple future, which we haven't seen yet, so please just ignore that. So you can pause this video, go to this page, and complete the activities. Thank you. Okay. Now I would like to do a dictation, la dictée. So please write down what you hear from me, the text that you're going to hear from me in French. So you need to write down in French in your book what you're hearing. Okay. Obviously, you can pause and rewind the video as many times as you need. Okay, let's go. En ce moment, j'habite dans le sud de la France, comma, à Saint-Martin, près de Montpellier, full stop. I repeat the sentence. En ce moment, comma, j'habite dans le sud de la France, comma, à Saint-Martin, près de Montpellier, full stop. Saint-Martin, comma, c'est assez rural et très calme, mais c'est un peu ennuyeux, full stop. I repeat. Saint-Martin, comma, c'est assez rural et très calme, mais c'est un peu ennuyeux, full stop. Plus tard, comma, je vais habiter à Dakar, comma, dans l'ouest du Sénégal, full stop. I repeat. Plus tard, je vais habiter à Dakar, comma, dans l'ouest du Sénégal, full stop. Dakar est plus bruyant que Saint-Martin et c'est moins pittoresque, comma, mais c'est plus vivant et moins ennuyeux. I repeat. Dakar est plus bruyant que Saint-Martin et c'est moins pittoresque, comma, mais c'est plus vivant et moins ennuyeux, full stop. Okay. So please pause the video and I'll let you reread what you need or go back on the video a little bit. Okay, so this is the text that I was just reading. So I'll give you some time to have a look at the text and see what you got or what you didn't get. So you can see the near future tense in there. Try and have a look. And you could see here, je vais habiter à Dakar, meaning I'm going to live in Dakar. Okay. Complex structure is what we mean by the comparisons. C'est moins pittoresque, mais c'est plus vivant, etc., etc. And intensifiers, they add a little complexity as well to your sentences. Is a little bit more lively, it's quite rural, all of this. They add a bit of complexity to your sentences. Okay. So I would like now for you to read these two texts. Okay, the one there is the one we just kind of seen. And there's a second one there. And you need to write down in your book the table here. So you have Solène, the first text, and Samir, the second text. You need to write down where they live now, okay, description of that place, what they're going to live later, and the description of the place they're going to live later at. Okay, so again, pause the video and complete this in your book. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go through the correction now. So please use a red pen for correction always. Okay, so Solène lives in Saint-Martin. Okay, quite rural, it's very calm, a little boring. Okay, assez rural, très calme, mais c'est un peu ennuyeux. And she's going to live in the car. She describes it as noisier and less picturesque, and livelier and less boring. Okay. For Samir, he lives in Amatan, in the northeast of Algeria. Okay. And he described this as picturesque, mountainous, a bit too calm. Later, he's going to be living in Marseille, and he describes Marseille as livelier, more urbanized, less noisy, and less polluted. Actually, noisier and more polluted. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Now I would like you to write 2 sentences, okay, that describe your country or your town using the present and the near future tenses in the private comments, and obviously, as usual, post a picture of your work via the assignment. Okay, I've given you a model sentence here that has the present. J'habite à Paris. I live in Paris en ce moment, at the moment. But l'année prochaine, mais l'année prochaine, but next year, I'm going to live in Nantes because the west of France is quieter than Paris. Okay, thank you very much.